Okay, hi all of you. In our last video, we discussed about introduction of number systems, and today we are going to discuss the comparison of all numbers, standard form of a rational number, and equivalent rational numbers. Okay, let's start the class. See children, these are the numbers which we discussed. See children, natural numbers are started with 1, 2, 3 and so on. And if you see the set of whole numbers, see children, observe carefully. If you see the whole number set, whole numbers are the combination of natural numbers and 0. Whole numbers are a combination of natural numbers and 0. It means all the natural numbers are there in the set of whole numbers. All the natural numbers are there in the set of whole numbers. So that every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Please take a note. Every natural number is a whole number because all the natural numbers are there in the set of whole numbers. And see, if you see reversely, all the whole numbers are not natural numbers. All the whole numbers are not natural numbers. See, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, these are natural numbers. But this 0 is not a natural number because 0 is not there in the set of natural numbers. Means every whole number is not a natural number. Every whole number is not a natural number. Got my point? Because 0 is not there in the set of natural numbers. Got my point? All the natural numbers are there in the set of whole numbers, so that every natural number is there in the set of whole number, so that every natural number is a whole number. But every whole number is not a natural number because 0 is not there in the set of natural number, so 0 is not a natural number. And if we could see the set of integers, integers are the combination of natural numbers, whole numbers and negative numbers. Integers are the combination of natural numbers, whole numbers and negative numbers. Means all the natural numbers are there in the set of integers. All the natural numbers are there in the set of integers. All the whole numbers are there in the set of integers. Means every natural number is there in the set of integer. Every whole number is there in the set of integer. So that every natural number is an integer. Every natural number is an integer. And every whole number is there in the set of integers. So that every whole number is an integer. Every whole number is an integer. Let's compare like this. Every integer is not a natural number. Every integer is not a natural number because 0 is not a natural number, minus 1 is not a natural number, minus 3 is not a natural number. So that every integer is not a natural number. And if we compare these integers and whole numbers, every integer is not a whole number. Every integer is not a whole number because these negative numbers are not there in the set of whole number. So that every integer cannot be a whole number. Every integer cannot be a natural number. But every natural number is an integer. Every whole number is an integer because integers are the combination of natural numbers, whole numbers and negative numbers. And if we could see rational numbers. See children, rational numbers are the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where p comma q are belongs to integer set, where p comma q are integers. Means integers are there in the set of rational numbers. Integers are there in the set of rational numbers. Integers are there means indirectly there are natural numbers and whole numbers. What the point? Means all the natural numbers, all the whole numbers, all the integers are there in the set of rational numbers. Because rational numbers includes integers, whole numbers, natural numbers. So that if I take a natural number 2, here 2 can be written as 4 by 2, as 2 by 1 or 8 by 4. 2 can be written as 2 by 1, 4 by 2, 8 by 4, etc. Means this natural number can be expressed as a rational number, so that every natural number is a rational number. Every natural number is a rational number. And if I take a whole number, for example, I am taking a whole number 0. 0 can be written as 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 4, anything. 0 by any number becomes 0. Means 0 by anything we can write. Means 0 also can be written in the form of p by q. So that every whole number is a rational number. Every whole number is a rational number. Now if I take a negative integer, that is minus 3. This minus 3 can be written as minus 9 by 3. Minus 3 can be written as minus 9 by 3. Means a negative integer can also be written in the form of p by q. That is minus 9 by 3. Means every integer is a rational number. Now I shown you that every natural number is a rational number. Every natural number is a rational number. Every whole number is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. And see, for example, if I take a rational number, that is 4 by 3. See children, is this 4 by 3 is a natural number? Is this 4 by 3 is a whole number? Is this 4 by 3 is an integer? No. This 4 by 3 is not a natural number. This 4 by 3 is not a whole number. This 4 by 3 is not an integer. Means every rational number is not a natural number. Every rational number is not a whole number. Every rational number is not an integer. But every natural number, every whole number, every integer is a rational number. Got my point? All the natural numbers, all the whole numbers, all the integers are rational numbers. But all the rational numbers are not natural, not whole, not integers. Got my point? Yes. Hope you understood here. Next, if we see irrational numbers. Examples of irrational numbers are root 3, root 5, pi, root 7, minus root 7, whatever it is. These are the examples of irrational numbers. And see children, what is the definition of irrational numbers? What are irrational numbers actually? Irrational numbers are the numbers which are not rationals. The numbers which are not rationals are irrationals. The numbers which are not rationals are irrationals. Means there is no comparison, because this is only comparison. There are actually the numbers which are not rationals are irrationals. That's it. And if you see the set of real numbers here, real numbers are the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Real numbers are the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Means in the set of real numbers, there are rationals and there are irrationals. Rational, irrationals, both are there in the set of real numbers. So that every rational number is a real number. Every rational number is a real number, because all the rational numbers are there in the set of real numbers. And if we see about irrational numbers, every irrational number is a real number, because all the irrational numbers are there in the set of real numbers. Got my point? All the rational numbers are real numbers. All the irrational numbers are real numbers, because real numbers are the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. And if you see reversely, every real number is not a rational number. Every real number is not a rational number, because root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is an irrational number, so that root 2 is a real number. But every real number is not a rational number, because root 2 is not a rational number. Please try to understand. Every real number cannot be a rational number, because root 2 is not a rational number. And if we see like this, every real number cannot be a irrational number. Every real number cannot be an irrational number, because 4 by 3 is not an irrational number. 4 by 3 is not an irrational number. Got my point? Because 4 by 3 is a rational number, so that 4 by 3 is a real number, but 4 by 3 is not a irrational number. Hope you understood this comparison. Let's revise the comparison. See children, Every natural number is a whole number. Please take a note. Every natural number is a whole number because all the natural numbers are there in the set of whole numbers. Every natural number is an integer. Every natural number is an integer because all the natural numbers are there in the set of integers. All the natural numbers are rational numbers because all the natural numbers are there in the set of rational numbers. If we could see reversely, every whole number is not a natural number because 0 is not a natural number. Every integer is not a natural number because 0 is not a natural number. Minus 1 is not a natural number. Every rational number is not a natural number because 4 by 3 is not a natural number. Okay, and see next. Every whole number is a rational number. Every whole number is a rational number because 0 is a rational number we can take. 0 is a rational number. 0 by 2 as rational number we can take. And see, every integer is a rational number because minus 2 can be written as minus 4 by 2. Every whole number is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. But if you could see reversely, every rational number is not an integer. Every rational number is not an integer because 4 by 3 is not an integer. And next, every rational number is not a whole number. Same, 4 by 3 is not a whole number. And next, see children, the numbers which are not rationals are irrationals. Okay, and the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers is real numbers, right? Okay, so that every rational number is a real number. Every rational number is a real number. Every irrational number is a real number. But every real number is not a rational number. Every real number is not a rational number because there are irrational numbers. If I take root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. So that every real number cannot be a rational number. And say every real number cannot be an irrational number because if I take the example 1 by 2 as rational number, 1 by 2 is not an irrational number. Okay, please take note this comparison. Children, hope you understood this comparison. And next, let's go for second topic, that is standard form of a rational number. Standard form of a rational number. See children, standard form of a rational number. Standard form of a rational number. A rational number is said to be in standard form. A rational number is said to be in standard form if its denominator is a positive integer. If its denominator is a positive integer, first condition, its denominator is a positive integer. And if it is in simplest or reduced form. There are two conditions, then only a rational number is said to be in standard form. First condition, its denominator must be a positive integers. And second condition, it must be in simplest or reduced form. Let's check by taking one example. Okay, see children, if I take one example, 16 by minus 24. Is this rational number said to be in standard form, children? Let's check the two conditions. First condition, its denominator must be a positive integer. And if we check the denominator, here denominator is a negative integer. Denominator is a negative integer. So we have to convert into positive. Yes, let's convert this 16 by minus 24. Okay, minus 16 by 24. This 16 by minus 24 is equal to minus 16 by 24. See children, here some students may have doubt how this 16 by minus 24 is equal to minus 16 by 24. Let's clarify. Actually this video is made for all the students, so that I am explaining this basic also. See children, for example, 16 by minus 24 can be written as 1 into 16 by minus 1 into 24. And as we know, minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to plus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is plus 1. Now it became minus into 16 is equal to minus 16. 1 into 24 is equal to 24. This we can also understand by equivalent rational numbers. About these equivalent rational numbers we are going to discuss after the discussion of standard form of a rational number. Now it is clear that the 16 by minus 24, how it is equal to minus 16 by 24. Now its denominator is a positive integer. First condition satisfied. Let's go for second condition. It is in simplest or reduced form. Rational number must be in simplest or reduced form. Is this minus 16 by 24 in its simplest form? No, because here 16 comma 24 are not co-prime numbers. 16 comma 24 are not co-prime numbers. So what are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? If the two numbers have only one common factor, if the two numbers have only one common factor and that common factor is 1, means if the two numbers have no common factors other than 1, if the two numbers have no common factors other than 1, then those numbers can be known as co-prime numbers. Here 16 comma 24 are not co-prime, so convert into co-prime numbers. Then it will be converted into simplest form. Okay. So to convert into co-prime numbers, we had to divide 16 comma 24 here. Okay. How we are going to divide? Just by taking common factors. But take minus 16 by 24. Let's take the common factors. Common factor is 2, we know. 2 8s are and 2 12s are. 2 4s are and 2 6s are. 2 2s are, 2 3s are. Now I got 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3, here 2 comma 3 are co-prime numbers. 2 comma 3 are co-prime numbers. See children, but here instead of taking common factors, if you take highest common factor, that is HCF, if you divide this 16 comma 24 by its HCF, you are going to get the simplest form in one step. Let's see what is the HCF of 16 comma 24 here. Let's do by long division method. 16 24, 16 ones are 16, 24 minus 16 is equal to 8. Previous divisor will become dividend now. Next 8 2 is a 16. Now here we got the remainder 0, so that the HCF is 8. So the HCF is 8. Let's divide the numerator and also the denominator by its HCF. By 8. By 8. 8 2s are and 8 3s are, minus 2 by 3. We got in one step. Means instead of taking common factors, if you take highest common factor, you are going to get the answer directly. That's it. Now this minus 2 by 3 is in standard form. See, first its denominator is a positive integer. Yes, the denominator is positive integer, and it must be in simplest or reduced form. Yes, 2 by 3 is in its simplest form because 2 comma 3 are co-prime numbers. Okay, let's discuss by taking one more example. For example, minus 18 by 144. Minus 18 by 144. Let's check the first condition. Its denominator is a positive integer. Yes, the denominator is a positive integer. First condition satisfied. And let's see the second condition. It must be in its simplest or reduced form. It must be in simplest or reduced form. Here this 18 comma 144 are not in simplest form, because here 18 comma 144 are not co-prime numbers. So we have to divide the numerator and also the denominator by its HCF. Here we can say the HCF directly, because here we can apply R formula. What is R formula? Math tera factor, 2 mera multiple. What 18 says here? Math tera factor, 2 mera multiple. Yes, here 18 is the factor of 144. 144 is the multiple of 18. So that here smallest number 18 is the HCF. 144, it is the LCM. Smallest number is the HCF, biggest number is the LCM. See children, for example, if we take two numbers A comma B, where A is the factor of B and B is the multiple of A. Here no need to do the process of LCM or HCF. We can say the LCM HCF directly. Here A is HCF and B is LCM. Okay, and see children, as we know the HCF is 18 here, let's divide the numerator and also the denominator by 18. 18 ones are 18, 18 eights are 144, minus 1 by 8. The denominator is positive and 1 comma 8 are co-prime numbers. It is the conversion into standard form. Okay. Now hope you understood about this standard form of a rational number. Let's discuss about equivalent rational numbers. See children, equivalent rational numbers. If I take one example, 2 by 3 and 8 by 12. Yes, 2 by 3 and 8 by 12. And see children, if I see the value of this 8 by 12, actually this 8 by 12 is not in its simplest form, just now we discussed. Let's convert this 8 by 12 into its simplest form. See children, what is the common factor here? What is the highest common factor here? Highest common factor is 4 here. So let's divide. See, 4 2 is 8, 4 3 is 12. Means the value of this 2 by 3 and 8 by 12. The value of this 2 by 3 and 8 by 12 is same. The value of 2 by 3 and 8 by 12 is same because the value of 8 by 12 is 2 by 3. So that these two rational numbers can be known as equivalent rational numbers. So that these two rational numbers can be known as equivalent rational numbers. So how we are going to get the equivalent rational numbers? See children, if we multiply or divide, observe carefully, listen carefully. If we multiply or divide the numerator and also the denominator by the same number, we are going to get the equivalent rational numbers. So when we have to multiply, when we have to divide. If the given rational number is in its simplest form, we have to multiply. If the given rational number is not in its simplest form, then we have to divide, that's it. If I take same 2 by 3, here 2 comma 3 are co-prime numbers, 2 by 3 is in its simplest form, so that we have to multiply the numerator and also the denominator by same number. Let's see, 2, now 4 by 6. Now next you just multiply by 3, no problem, 4 3 is 12, 6 3 is 18. Now here 2 by 3, 4 by 6, 12 by 18. 2 by 3, 4 by 6, 12 by 18 are equivalent rational numbers. If I take the example 12 by 18 only, 12 by 18 only, 12 by 18 is not in its simplest form, so that here we can divide the numerator and also the denominator to get the equivalent rational numbers. See, I am going to divide by 2, then I am going to get 6 by 9 here. Let's divide by 3. 6 by 3 is equal to 2, 9 by 3 is equal to 3. Means 12 by 18, 6 by 9, 2 by 3 are equivalent rational numbers. So how we are getting the equivalent rational numbers children? If we multiply or divide the numerator and also the denominator by same number. Hope you understood today's topic children. Comparison of numbers and standard form of a rational number and equivalent rational numbers. In our next video we are going to discuss about rational numbers between two rational numbers, representation of rational numbers on number line, and next comparison of rational numbers. Okay, stay tuned to us. Thank you.